Hello, hello everyone. I am Steve and welcome to another Mac84 live stream. How is everybody doing today? My goodness. No worries, Joe. We'll just have to smuggle you in next time. You'll be like sick and like we'll set up a body double and everything and just drag you along. All right, let's see who's here. We have Jay from the House of Moth. Dude Fan is here. Mike is here, of course. Rendino is here. Garth is here. Retro Fox is here. Alex, Thomas, Ivan, who else? Malto, Joe, of course. Dave's Vintage Apple Tech. All right, cool. So, basically, Zodium, hey, figure out teleportation. Yeah, that would make it a lot easier. Especially I could drag some of these things there without lifting them. Oh boy, I agree with Mike. Well, thank you. Why not Zoidberg? That's a terrible Zoidberg impression, but I'm doing okay, guys. Okay, so VCF is this weekend, and as Mike and Sean know, I'm still trying to exactly figure out what's going on. Thanks, Mike. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to bring, and I think I narrowed it down. So VCF, this VCF is the event, not a swap meet. It's like the proper event this weekend. So you could go to VCFED.org. I'm going to bring up the website just to show that as I'm talking about it just for a second, so you guys get an understanding of what I'm talking about. So it's an event put on by the Vintage Computer Federation. And there's a few all over the United States. I think there's even an international one. But anyway, this event is happening this weekend in Wall, New Jersey. April 23rd and 24th are the show dates. 22nd, there are talks going on, I believe. But so the main event is really the 23rd, 24th. There's going to be a lot of cool things set up there. And all the information is on the VCF website. So that's VCFED.org. Get tickets there and see what's going on and all sorts of stuff. There's going to be events, exhibits, speakers, there's some classes, there's some sales and consignment stuff going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. I went to the last one, which was a lot of fun, and I was bouncing around between that and a family wedding, so it was like really crazy, but got no plans this time. I'm staying there the whole time. So if you're going to be at VCF, I'll probably bump into you. I'll be with Mike of Mike's Mac Shack. We're going to be sharing a table along with Sean of Action Retro. So we'll have our trio of Macintosh shenanigans going on. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope that... Oh, thank you very much, Zodium, for putting that in there. I hope that everybody who missed me last time, I know I was running around at the consignment table, maybe a little too much, is going to be able to meet us, and we're going to be playing around with a lot of stuff. So what do we have to do here? So I'm just checking some of my settings here. Do I have an AOL email, and is yours working today? I don't have an AOL email, Rendino. I probably do. Dude Fan, I can see your chat. You gotta refresh. I don't know, but good luck. Hey, Tom's here. How's it going, Tom? So that's been what I've been playing around with. So today, I want to prepare a machine I'm going to bring, and that's the clone over here. This is a clone I picked up at the VCF swap meet in February, so it's fairly new to me. No worries, Joe. Catch you later. And this was given to me, I purchased it from Dean. I think I paid $120, but the money went to a good cause. So Al was a huge computer collector, and they're trying to, I guess, raise money for his medical costs and things like that. So Dean was, and I believe still is, selling things on behalf of things that were owned by Al. And so at VCF I learned about this, and there was this clone on the table, and it was a little more than I wanted to spend, but I got a good deal on it. So I'm like, you know what, I don't have this one, and it looks pretty neat. And so let's bring the camera a little bit closer. That's right, Tom was there, and I actually saw this. I saw I saw Dean bring this in, and I didn't see the front of it, but I saw the side, these stripes, and I said, those look very familiar. And obviously I did a video about Macintosh clones, and I was like so deep in the research process that like all of these things are burned in my memory somewhere unfiled. And I saw like just the back of this being brought in. I didn't even see the ports, I just saw the side. And I'm like, ooh, I have to check out what that is. So when I walked in there, I saw this, I was like, ugh! And yes, Tom was there. He was witness to it. But look at this. This is a lovely Macintosh clone. It's thicker than the other one. The other one I have is quite thin. You can see it on the table there. But yeah, so this has a floppy disk drive and 2 bays here. So one is used up by an optical drive, and then we have a ZIP 100, which is really cool. Isn't that nice? This is a 604E processor in there. It says Power Center 132, but I have a suspicion this has been upgraded. And let's swing the back around here just so you can take a look. And we have 5 PCI card slots. 5, which is awesome. Built-in networking, serial, SCSI, Ethernet, ADB, sound in and out, VGA, and DB15. So no matter what monitor you have, you can plug it right in. And I did not have one in this form factor. I have one that's similar in specs, but it's really nice having these expansion slots. So this thing does turn on, and I'm going to plug it into the capture card. We're going to look at it together. But the whole reason I wanted to bring a Mac like this to VCF, not just to show it off, but you might see it behind it. That's a Laserdisc player. It's on its side. That's a Laserdisc player that has a serial interface. And I want to be able to control that because I have all the way up there an Apple Laserdisc that is controlled by a HyperCard stack with the serial cable. So, let me get the camera back on there. So the idea is that I could use this Mac to run HyperCard, control that Laserdisc player, and only use one monitor. And the idea is that this video card is going to let me do that. Because space is at a premium at VCF. I'm going to have a lot of stuff on the table. And I would like to have one screen connected to the computer and have the computer run the little HyperCard program and then in a video window show video capture from the Laserdisc player. It just cut my finger. It's not important. And so, yeah, that's going to be what I'm going to try to do. Now, this video card is a Mac video card. Has S-Video in, has composite video in, and some other functionality. I don't know the software for this. I don't know like where to get the software. I don't we'll figure it out. That's why we're going to be tinkering here, because I have to figure this out, and we're going to do it together. Yeah, this is an ATI copyright in 1997. I don't know what this card is. ATI 3D. That's all it says. Looks like a card that would have came with like 9600 or something like that. Yeah. A KVM. Yeah, I mean, so I could bring another screen. It's just that I'm going to have a Laserdisc player and this and a monitor, I assume all stacked on one thing. I would like to just get away with one monitor if I could. I would like to. If not, don't worry about it. Rage Pro. Okay, so maybe that's what this is, a Rage Pro. Well, it just says Exclaim VR Pro. Okay, so Rage Pro. That might be good. All right, so the trick is I've never really downloaded the drivers for this. So we're going to look together. First, I'm going to install this in the machine because otherwise it's not going to help us out. Now, this machine is currently running macOS 8.6. Jay would like that. Excellent version of the macOS. I don't know if the drivers will support that, but yeah. I almost was going to bring the built-in the G3 with the built-in one, but that minimum system software is 8, and this will technically run 7.5. So I was thinking if HyperCard doesn't play nice, which sometimes it won't, especially with serial connections and stuff like that, I figured it might not be a bad idea to prep a system that could run 7.5 just in case. Plus, there's no data that hasn't been backed up on this machine, and it seems to be in very good shape. So I also think it's very fitting to just bring it back to VCF and show it off, because that's where I bought it from. So let me take the case off. Very easy to take off. There's one screw and then these little hinges, but let me move it to the side here to get a closer view. I do have the expansion card for it, which is nice. But yeah, so actually the earliest Power PCs did use NuBus, and there is a NuBus clone, but I don't have one, unfortunately. Oh, there's only 3 PCI card slots. Oh, they cheaped out on us. Now, this riser card, as you can see, it's socketed in here. So technically, you could have gotten one with more slots. I would, if I were a betting man, I would say if you would just buy a 5 riser card, or I could just steal one from one of my other clones, it would fit right in here. You'd be fine. Yeah. Now, it's curious about this. I have the same exact machine board that Eric of the Blue Scuzzy fame gave to me, and it did not seem to work. It could be fried, but also there's VRAM in here, and the other one didn't have VRAM. So we have video memory, we have regular memory, and we have what looks like the ROM. It's either ROM or cache. There's one there, then there's one there, so it's either one or the other. We have a processor card here, which this says 225, not 132, so this has been upgraded, at least. We have a Seagate hard drive in here, that's SCSI, and we have an optical drive, and a floppy disk drive and a zip drive. So let's put the camera down here, just so I can attempt to install this PCI card. I guess we'll, there's this one slot that's kind of rusted looking and not matching the others, so we'll take that one out. We'll put this one in. Maybe. Sure, close enough. Okay, so that should be painless enough. What I am going to do is, where did I put the tape? Where's the tape? I had tape on the desk. Oh, here's some electrical tape. We'll use this. I always like just being a little neat and tidy with the original thing. So here's a PCI bracket for this. There's some space on the back of the optical drive. I'm just going to tape this there. So if I ever have to put it back, I'm not going to lose it, because I've done that before. Not fun. Okay, so let's put the cover back on. ADB. I think I have a networking cable here. Yep. We'll plug that in. And VGA, and then we just need power. And I have the video scaler set up, but I'm going to be looking at this screen here, so it's a little easier for me. So let's see if this wants to work. Then I'll catch up on the chat. Just give me a second here. Okay, and let's try and turn this on. Now I noticed the power supply fan is not spinning, which is probably not a good thing. Okay, I'm getting a picture here, but you're not. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, great. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably bad. I'll probably have to try and fix that. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Computers are fun. All right, let's put the camera back up there. And let's catch up on the chat. I'm sorry. ATI Rage Pro. Organized, sure. if I make you feel better about your unorganized desk, well, thank you? Question mark? As the mouse drops. Oh boy. Yeah, that's an excellent question, Retro Fox. Thank you, Mike, for answering. Yeah, the equivalent of the PC, PC side of things, this would have been like a Pentium 2 something. Alright, so we're just booting up the Mac here. Now, I don't think there's any personal identifiable information on here. I did look through it before. I did back up the machine. And we have a lovely Power Computing logo desktop, which is going to be replaced in a second by this Windows XP looking nonsense. And the machine's going to yell at us about the time in a second, I believe. Yep, there we go. It's a little slow to get started here. There we go. And we have Kaleidoscope installed. Now, who remembers what Kaleidoscope is? If you read that message, you'll get a little bit of a hint. But, oh, we have this lovely icon for the hard drive there. The resolution sort of got changed a little. What's in here? Yeah, that's a broken copy of that software. So Kaleidoscope is something that you could use to theme the heck out of your computer. And I believe, yeah, here it is. So yeah, you could have different sounds. This is not a registered version, but there are different accents and color schemes and things that you could do. Ooh, Aqua X. Let's see if that'll freeze the computer. The future is now. Aqua for the masses. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. This is great. Well, that's what Aqua looks like shoehorned on on a Mac like this. Oh god. All right, let's go back to something a bit more. Ooh, System 7. That's funny. All right, so let's go to About This Computer. So we're running macOS 8.6. We have 128 megabytes of memory. That's pretty cool. Let's confirm the processor speed here. Yep, so it is a 604E, which is pretty damn fast. 225 megahertz, so that is faster than the previous 132 megahertz card that was in this machine. So that's pretty cool. Virtual memory is boosted up to give us 240 megs. But we have 4 32 megabyte memory modules in here, which bring us up to 128. Might be able to push that a little higher. I'm going to disable virtual memory. We do not need that enabled to such a degree on this machine, I don't think. Yeah, oh, virtual memory is off. Oh, probably because... What else did we see in the control panel? What else did we see? RAM doubler. Alright, yeah, so this is going to be... Yeah, I don't really think we need that, to be honest. Let's do file paging only. I don't know. Well, that's on that later. Alright, so I think that's pretty standard with this machine. Now, the thing is, we need drivers for this. I think I have them on my website. Let me go take a look at... Yeah, the Aqua theme didn't look too bad. What is Outlook Express doing on Mac? Microsoft produced a ton of software for the Mac from 1984 on. So don't be surprised when you see Microsoft applications on a Macintosh. That was their bread and butter for a while. They made a lot of money from that. That's a good tip, Mike. Let's see if System Profiler sees our ATI video card. So if I go to, if I use the right mouse, this would be correct. So we do have a display here, and then we do have this display card. So that's name, model, ROM, not available, not available, not available. All right, so I'm going to see if I could find ATI Rage Pro on Macintosh Garden. Maybe that's a good place to start looking. Yeah, I mean, Apple bailed out Microsoft. Microsoft bailed out Apple. There's a lot of intricacies to that. People are like, it's not correct. Well, you know, there's a lot of nuances there. Not going to get into. That'll be an 8-hour stream. ATI Rage drivers. Let's see. We could find anything here. All right, so if we go to drivers and hardware, might be able to find... I know the Macintosh Garden search is not perfect, Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's probably what it will be. Thank you, Garth. Appreciate it. Retrotech, you son of a. No, it's not fiction, buddy. Yeah, so I'm searching Macintosh Garden for ATI Exclaim. I guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Graphics accelerator. No, it's a patcher for that. Huh. Well, this is gonna be fun to find. That card, I believe, was used in a it has a DB15 connector on it, so it has to be a Macintosh card, I would assume. What the heck am I searching for here? ATI. I found the user's guide. I actually have the TV tuner accessory for this. I see one on eBay. I actually have that in a box somewhere. All right, so here's the video. Here's the manual. I'm just perusing through here. Quick draw accelerator, QuickTime playback at full screen, installing your hardware, and a PCI-based tower. Yeah, Apple monitor connect video out, S video input, composite video input. Yeah, so they show it installing in a 8100 style machine or 8500. Macintosh Garden is what I would recommend because the people at Macintosh Repository are unscrupulous individuals. The less attention you give them, the better. They basically scraped all the contents from the Garden and didn't really see a problem with that. And they also destroyed all the metadata as they were scraping it. So like something you find on that suppository website is a pile of crap probably. Anyway, all right, so here's some software installation stuff. Yeah, so this should be fine. I just need to find the download. Yeah, and Christian doesn't run the site for process. Macintosh Garden lets you download anything for free. You don't have to make an account. You don't have to donate or log in just to download a file over 2 megs or something like that. So, good job, retro taking. We'll see about that. Why don't you check the power supply? Dude, fan, there's no reason at this point for me to worry about the power supply. The fan doesn't spin, but it's not going to explode, hopefully. And if it does, well, that'll make for an interesting video, doesn't it? Okay, so what the heck are we doing here? We're looking for those drivers. See, I'm getting on tangents here, and that's not fun. All right, let's see what we could get here. Oh, I think I have this saved. Yeah, this ATI Universal Installer thing. Yeah, I have this on my website. Let me see if I could find it here. So, let's see if the internet wants to work on this thing. Hopefully, this network card is not picky with my gigabit switch. Some of them are. Nope, that seems to be okay. No, doesn't look like Apple Talk wants to work because I don't think the Mac Mini is on, but that's okay. Hey, Sutek. Hey, Joe. Anybody else that I missed? Hello, hello. Thank you very much for stopping by. We are tinkering to prepare for VCF East. Yes, yes, yes. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see if my website wants to work again. Hey, how about that? All right, cool. All right, so now we're in business here. Let's go to our retro site. That's where all the goodies are. And I think it's under the miscellaneous downloads stuff. Is it under OS 9? This is just an unorganized mess. I apologize, but this is just my own personal stash of stuff. When I need something, I put it here and then I forget about it. Yeah, there was a folder I made, and it was all ATI stuff. Apple Share? No. Am I missing it? Am I like staring right at it and I'm just not the drivers maybe? No. Browsers, Ethernet, hard drive setup, Laserdisc. Nope. Well, I will need that later. Might as well grab that now. Oh, that might take forever. No, only 2 megs. That might take longer. Yeah, need money for that. Oh boy. Bring only a Windows 7 PC. Oh, Retrotechy, my fans will love that. What the hell is this crap? Alright, so let that download. I swear I have ATI drivers on this thing. Somewhere. Apple Share? No. Early Mac? I don't know. ATI graphics drivers. Here we go. Universal 42? Is that what the 4.2? Universal 4.2? Alright, that hopefully is it. I wonder when this was downloaded, because this is on the desktop here. Oh, Adobe wow. So the previous owner, Al, who I assume was the one downloading stuff on this machine, actually downloaded Adobe Acrobat Reader 5 from the adobe.com FTP or HTTP server. That's cool. So now we know what that is. As if the file name reader.web was not a giveaway there. Sorry, let me just catch up with the chat here. I just got Blue SCSI DB25 for my Mac Plus. You should see the chaos on my MacBook's desktop after configuring the Blue SCSI. Oh, good job, Arthur. Who are you calling a nerd? Everyone here's a nerd, and that's a good thing. Is there a link to FrogFind and 68K News on your site? If there isn't, I should put it there. To be honest, I haven't updated the HTML of that site in ages. So that's terrible of me. I'm sorry. Mike, if this works, I won't need that, but we'll see. We have 2 minutes left for the download. Oh, see you, Retrotechy. Take care. Now, I hope... Alright, there is stuff in Expander on here, so that should work. Last time at VCF, Sean of Action Retro and I had to do some zip disk swapping because the clone I had a bad version of Stuff in Expander on there. And so we had to like download all these things and get this to work. It was a pain in the butt. So that's why we're prepping this time. And I am concerned about this power supply fan not spinning. So, in fact, yeah, wait. We have this little fan. I'm gonna point it at that. To cool it off a little bit. A vain attempt at cooling it off. Hey, Bill. Oh, that'll be great. I'm sorry that your Mac 2 isn't quite ready yet, but as soon as it is, I'd be happy to transport that to you in a good manner. So, but it'll be great to see you. You know, those Mac 2s with the startup circuits are always a pain in the butt, and I think we'll crack that nut soon. There's 2 repairs that I have coming up next week after VCF, and yours is one of them. Well, 3 actually. I have some boards from Clint of LG Artifix. I'm going to be working on that Mac 2 again, and I have a Quadra 950 that my good friend Ryan, Mr. Macintosh, had sent me to fix up a while ago. So stick your finger in the fan. No. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, some of us had other crap going on. Yeah, the power supply fan is caked with dust and not turning a bit. So that's fun. Well, I'm glad you were able to join. I'm glad you were able to finally catch a show. Hey, I like this fan. My wife bought one. She thought it came with one. It came with 2, so I stole the other. Well, she gave it to me. But yes. There's going to be floppy disks. Floppy disk based cameras. I'm going to bring the Quick Take because it has composite video out, and I'm going to do that whole video printer thing with the... If you missed it last time, you missed a treat. and I showed it in my VCF video from last year. But essentially, I have a Sony Video Medical Imaging printer that's about this big. It's like the size of a big chunky CD-ROM drive. I made an EEP happen with the Spider-Man 2 game Speed Solar Strike. Way to go. Congratulations. EEP! There's an EEP for you. Thank you for the super chat. But essentially I have this video printer that does composite video input. And so I have my quick take camera, which does composite video output. So I plugged that in. I made sort of like a selfie station thing. It was a lot of fun. If you have a Mavica with composite video, cool. I think I have one, but the batteries, I don't have a good battery. And I think a lot of the Sony ones I have require a little adapter. I'd have to check. But anyway, the quick take one works well. I also have the Palm Super, the Panasonic Palm Cam, which is a 1.3 megapixel super disc camera. But I think I'll stick with the quick take because I know that works and it's less convoluted maybe. I have many Sony Mavicas, like probably a dozen. Mike is like a few. Oh, Adam, just hold off for a bit, bud. Let me recover. Oh boy, that's right, Dave. Congrats. Lost my darn capacitor, still unable to test my new leaded solder. Oh, Luke, you'll find it. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a Quick Take 200. That's the one I have. This is a Power Macintosh clone by Power Computing. A Power... Was it a Power Wave? Oh, Power Center 132. That's what this is. Currently having a Performance 630 with a dying AC power supply on my table. Don't like to take it with high voltage stuff. I don't either, but good luck with that. Hopefully you'll be okay. Yeah, Sutek, so I bought that Panasonic video floppy camera probably like 10 years ago or so, and I was able to find a charger on eBay. Mine came with a battery, but the battery was like pretty crap. I was able to find a battery charger. I have to find the camera first before I can give you the information about what I purchased. I apologize. Oh, it's actually right here. Hold on. It's on the shelf. I put it on the shelf because I'm like, oh, it looks pretty. Let's try not to fall over or wound anybody in the process. Here it is. Let me bring it full screen for a second here. Look at this bad boy. This is a Panasonic Palm Cam. And takes Super Disc 120 megabyte floppies there. And, oh yeah, this is the damaged one I got. Oh, that floppy just got chewed up somehow. Oh, there's a battery in here. How about that? Okay, well, let's look at the battery here. Battery pack PVDB, as in boy, P5. So, Peter, Victor, Donna, boy, Peter, 5. 7.5 volts. Hopefully you can take a picture of that. 1250 milliamps, I guess. Oh, come on, you silly camera. There we go. Take a screenshot of that. Hopefully that would help you. Let's put that back in here. Power regulations on the sticker on the back of it, bottom of it rather, says 7.2 volts, 1.8 amps. There you go. Thank you very much, RetroFox. Now, I took a picture of the solar eclipse from 2016 with this camera. Then the battery died and I lost the charger. So I think the photo is still on here. Although, did I try and pull this? No. Did I try and pull this disc out with pliers or something? I don't. This might have been my second camera. I don't know. It has a sticker on it. I forget what that sticker meant. Way to go, Steven. I do have two of these. I think one's in parts though. But it's not that bad, really. As far as ports go, you do have AV out via a mini jack there. There is a proprietary USB. I think it was one of the ones Sony liked to use. And then there is DC input. So technically I could use this if I wanted to. But the quick take I already have ready to go. We'll see. I'll put this on the side here. We might bring that. We'll see. Wells, thank you very much for joining. Comatels, hello, hello. Anybody else who just stopped by, hello, hello. Alf, hello. Andre the Giant's podcast. Okay, cool. So we are all downloaded here, hopefully. So this is the ATI Universal Installer. Oh, it would be helpful if I switched back to that. There we go. All right, so supports Exclaim VR. That should be what this is. Yeah, Rage Pro. That should be this, hopefully. Actually, let me go back. I just want to see if it says anything about system requirements. Well, I'm very glad you were able to join. I know, sorry, time zones are what they are, but thanks for catching it. All right, so this was actually updated in 1999. So hopefully this will work. We are running 8.6. Let's do an easy install, I guess. Graphics cards must have a monitor attached to be active. Alright, so I guess we gotta boot this up connected to that. Oh gosh. I'm glad I caught that, because I've installed this software a few times and it has not done anything, so that explains why. Reading is important. So that has a DB15 connector on it. So we're going to have to use one of these adapters because I only have a VGA cable handy right now. And hopefully this will work. Let's turn it on. Fingers crossed. Madman Dark Jedi, hello. Fujifilm 3D camera. Oh, I have one of those. Aren't they cool? The digital one? I think mine's the newer one that does video too, like 720p. I still love it though. I think it's really cool. Well, this video card may not want to work. Well, we'll see what happens. This is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I don't think so. Alright, so we're not getting any video on this, which is kind of concerning. Maybe I just need a more generic VGA to DB15 adapter. This one is one of the older ones, like to use with the Mac 2 and the Quadra and stuff like that. So the dip switches. Sometimes I find the ones without the dip switches are less picky for some machines. And it's probably not going to like that I hot swapped it to detect anything. That's why sometimes you need two monitors set up just to see which one gets the picture and which one doesn't. Or just try and shut down the machine gracefully. Which model is the Intel version of the iMac G5 that has a big wide slot on top of the ports? It was selling very expensive too and sold within hours. Oh, that's the G5 iMac prototype with a compact flash slot? Is that what you're talking about? I'll just reboot this. I hope this video card works. If not, this whole thing will be in vain, which is very on brand here at Mac84. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be. Why? Why? I asked myself that question so many times. I'm here because you randomly appeared on my Instagram. I fell in love immediately. Oh, well, thank you very much for Memento Mori. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yes, I do spam Instagram from time to time. And I am very much glad that you are enjoying the insanity. Alright, so, wait, we have too many plugs here. What did I do? Wait. Okay, wait. So let's unplug this. This will go. This will go here. So that goes to the scaler. And then we'll plug this directly in to the VGA monitor. So we'll have essentially two monitors here. So hopefully when I reboot this thing again, Well, that's weird. I didn't want to reboot. Alright. Hopefully now when we boot this thing, we should get at least one of the displays working. Then we can troubleshoot. Yes, there's a lot of crap behind me, but hopefully it'll be organized one day. One day I'll be organized and hell will freeze over. You might fix a Mac84 Insanity Weekly. Thoughts on the Mister? It looks really cool. I don't have one, but from everything I've seen, I thought it's cool. What was your first computer? I have an FAQ linked below in the video description that handles all my favorite computers and my first computers. But the Macintosh 2CX was my family's first computer, so I guess that's technically it. Can't get my iMac G5's fan to stop whirling at 5 million RPM. Work in progress. Probably a temperature sensor, or just it's angry. CS Waffy. Thanks for spamming. I love these retro stuff. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, so I don't know why we're getting no output on this. Maybe the PCI riser is bad, or I don't know. It's seeing the thing anyway. We'll bring at least one Mavica. Sutek, yes. Mavica floppy cameras or ancient digital cameras unite. That'd be fun. Hey, Sutek, if you have one with a composite video adapter, make sure you bring the cable, plug it into my printer, print out some crisp black and white photos. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's right. You had to calibrate the G5 iMacs, too? Oh, maybe I misread. He said iMac. No, yeah, iMac G5. Oh, I didn't know that. Well, here, let's just... Now, this is slightly delayed because it's going through the capture thing. And yeah, it's a very Windows XP-esque background. I didn't put it on there. Alright, so if we go to Devices and Volumes, we will see... We still have that display card detected. Alright, so let's do it. Let's quit this. Let's run that ATI thing just for the heck of it. And maybe we'll do a custom install. What's the goal today? What are you trying to do? Well, we're trying to get this machine with this video card that I added to work. So far, we're not having much luck, because the idea was to save myself on space at the VCF table, to have one monitor displaying both the machine and video input. And since this machine, this thing has a video capture card, I thought that might work well, but... Alright, so this is a Exclaim... I guess that's how you pronounce it. A Rage Pro. This is the VR one, I think. Yeah, so let's do the 128. Is that the... I don't know what the difference is. I'm going to guess it's not. I'm going to guess it's just this Rage Pro one. Sure. Let's try. Yes. Cannot detect the corresponding ATI hardware. Yeah, let's do it. Oh God, this is not working. This is not working. Let's reboot. I doubt this is going to do anything, unfortunately. I don't know, maybe the PCI card slot is just dusty. I don't know. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. I think I brought this card was being used in the PowerMac G3 at VCF, I believe. So, unless Sean's clone killed it or something, then I blame him. Because he's not here. Alright, now we're not getting an image on any screen. Oh, this is promising. Why? 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 We're not getting an image on either screen. Not the video capture, not the... Not the new video card. Oh, there we go. It's but that's not the video card. That's the built-in video for the system. By the way, Steve, do you collect vintage Apple manuals too? Sometimes. I'm not really like, if the documentation is scanned already, I really don't have the need to, but then again, I have so much of documentation and manuals that I forget even what I have at some point. I do like the support only or sales or marketing stuff that like wasn't really general public. I love that stuff. So that I make an exception for. I accidentally killed a power supply in another computer and thought I had killed another, but just ended up not plugging the power cable in correctly. Who's the dummy here? Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. That happens. So what I may end up doing is taking this machine apart again, and maybe we'll take a look at that fan while we're doing it. I don't think I have a fan that will replace that. We'll find out. Maybe it just needs a good cleaning. Oh god, look at all these extensions. And still, nothing wants to work. Hope everyone's doing okay while you watch me have a mental breakdown. Kaleidoscope is shareware. Well, how about I turn off Kaleidoscope, huh? Then you're gonna keep bugging me? Yeah, I should have just... See, that's what happens. That's what happens, Garth. I go, oh, I don't want to bring out that machine. I just wanted to do this one. And, yeah, that's what happens. I choose the more difficult route because I think, oh, it'll be fine. And then 8 hours later, we're still messing with it. Okay. So, it's not telling us it doesn't detect something. Let's see if Apple System Profiler says anything different. Content! Oh, God. Okay, so PCI. There you go. Now we have more information. Exclaim VR Pro. Display. It says it's connected, which is very strange. Maybe there's something loose. Maybe it doesn't like this Dell monitor. Let's see. I have this cable plugged into that. Maybe it doesn't like this VGA adapter. Look in the monitor's control panel. Yeah, let's... Alright, let me plug... Before I get too crazy, let me put this adapter back in there. Just so we don't get ahead of ourselves. Monitors and sound. Arrange. Okay. Identify the monitors, please. Yeah, so that one's... It's not outputting anything. Yeah. Identify the startup screen. Yeah, so that's fine. Let me try mirroring them. To make duplicate monitors drag onto another. Did I do that right? Well, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I guess here, I mean, the Macs generally do not like when you hot swap anything. I'm going to get nasty comments on Reddit. What's interesting is when I unplug it, now the display is saying self-feature test, like as if it was getting a signal before, but it wasn't like enough to display anything. Alright, let's look at this VGA adapter with the dip switches, which of course has nothing displayed there. Let me grab another one. I have one of these guys with actually the late... Oops. Had one. Oh, boy. 640 by 480, 66 hertz is A1 and 2 and B7. A1 and 2, B7. Sure. Let's do that. And then let's steal this. Make sure this was one of the cables the rabbits chewed through. Nope, because we were using it before. Alright, let's just restart the machine for good measure. At least the video input of this seems to be working. We'll test that after we reboot. But that's really all I care about. If we have to use the internal video card and that for video input, then I'm satisfied with that. I'm fine. Have you seen the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie yet? Yes, I have. It was a lot of fun. Jim Carrey always steals the show with those things, but that was a lot of fun. Oh, wait. Look at this other Mavica I have. Now, this is not a floppy Mavica, but this is more like a Coke can attached to a digital camera. Look at this stupid thing. I call it stupid, but I love it. Let's see. We have no battery inside, but you put a memory stick in there, and oh, we got AV out. How about that? Oh, look at, just look at. I love it. Oh, it's so stupid. In a good way. In a fantastic way. It's a flash. Just look at that. This is a, what model is this? Cybershot 3.3 megapixels. A DSC F505V. A 505. I have the next version, does IR photography. Oh, cool. I'm on the hunt for a camera that could send photos via infrared. There were very few of them. A lot of them were apparently sold outside of the United States. I was in a bidding war to get one from Australia, but that didn't work out. And because I want to try and fulfill Steve Jobs' promise, his very vague promise, of beaming digital photos from a camera to the iMac when it was introduced, the very first iMac. But I don't think that's going to actually ever work. But... okay, alright, so this is starting up. We still have nothing on this screen. Let me get a composite video source that I could output. We could use the QuickTake if I had batteries in it. I have a Sega Genesis here. We could use that. Ugh. Sorry, Mr. Sega. I didn't mean to drop you on the floor there. It was just resting on the floor. It was just resting. So, yeah. Grab those cables, which are now, of course, tangled. Because why is anything not a mess in this basement? I hope I'm not unintentionally showing more of my posterior than I plan to. There's too many iMacs on my feet here. Okay. Yeah, I have a printer that is supposed to do wireless printing, but it also does not want to play well with the Newton. Like, it's supposed to work, but the IR sensor on the printer doesn't seem to be. So, who knows. Alright, so we have our Sega Genesis here plugged into power. So Genesis Model 2. Ooh. I just remembered something. Hold on. I have an appointment. Okay, 3:30. Okay. So, but to say, I'm just here, having fun here. And, I forgot I have a, job hunt related, thingamajig. At, oh, what time? Oh, boy. Wildly unprepared for the day. I think it's at the right time. I think my calendar is up to date. 1 second, please. While I make sure I'm not getting myself into a silly situation here. Okay, 4:30. Okay, we have time. We have time. We're okay. We're okay. All right, so we're gonna plug the composite video in here, and I'm going to open this video player. And we don't have a controller plugged into our Model 2 Sega Genesis here, but cannot locate the ATI digitizer. The extension. See, we didn't get this error before. And what happened? Nothing. All we did was reboot the darn thing. Maybe it's not activating because of this VGA adapter. I don't know what's going on here. Let's try the adapter that didn't produce anything, but that seemingly tricked it into working. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh boy. It's probably not just going to work again, but all right. Well, here let's do some things here. First off, Kaleidoscope, I love you, but there are too many extensions on this damn thing. Way too many. Yeah, let's make a new set. There's a lot of stuff here. See, I would love to just like undo a lot of these things, but I'm not quite sure what would screw up the graphics card stuff either. All right, let's see. It's not a 7200, but I think that accelerator is sometimes on these clones, that extension rather. Well, the Kaleidoscope was pre-installed on this machine. I'd love to keep using it. I'm just trying to figure out like what is going on with this thing, like why it's not happy. Watching you for a while, doing paperwork at work looks like a lot of headache for an ATI card. Yes, it is. It is. It is. We're going for an hour. We had temporary success after we installed the drivers. It seemed to like be fine, and then it was like, ugh. So I don't know. And now nothing wants to display on either of the screens again because I'm staring at the same thing. There you go. If you could serial connect a quick take to a Newton. That's a good question. Although I would just, copy a JPEG to the Newton and then beam it from the Newton to the Mac. But the Newton's infrared protocol is different than what the iMac can accept, I believe. There's some crossover between models, but I don't think the Newton, I may be getting this wrong. There's IR talk, then there's IRDA, and the Newton only works with one of them, I believe. I could be wrong, but I remember reading that somewhere. There's a table on Low End Mac or one of those great websites that shows the details of that. Yeah, I should uncheck the printers, but all right, let's I should really set the clock on this thing. We keep rebooting the poor thing. It's gonna yell at us every single time. Watch, I'll go to the show and just end up bringing the damn G3. Custom startup screens. There were a lot of hacks, Don, so I don't know exactly what allowed for what, but there were so many. Look, we have the ATI menu thing here. Please work. Okay, look, identify. What the heck is this? Like, can I choose one versus the other? Oh. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. All right, well, let's see if this will work now. All I did was restart. That's really all I did. All right, let's turn on the Genesis, see if we get something. There we go. There we go. We need to adjust it a little bit. I have no idea what these do. Was this like tint? Contrast? Oh, this is very delayed. It is missing the audio because the audio is not plugged in. So you're not going to hear anything. Yeah, the brightness seems like it was way off. That's a little bit better. We're just testing things out, you silly gooses. We could take a snapshot, I guess? This mouse is leaving a lot to be desired. Okay. I could pause the video. I could resume. Okay, so it's just pausing it. It's not recording it or anything. Now I can click record. Let's just put this on the desktop and see how freaking large it's going to be. Start. Oh. This is not... Oh, something tells me this is not optimal. Let's put it out of its suffering here. Oh, well, hey, Kai, how's it going? Don't look now. I don't know what we're doing. Oh, boy. Cinepack. Oh, Lord. MPEG-4 video. Are you serious? This is going to take, like an hour to compress, like, the 10-second video. Look at it go. Oh, my gosh. I don't even think this system could play back MPEG-4. Oh, this is going to be funny. Oh, make a nice PowerPoint. So it looked like it actually recorded all the frames. It just wasn't having enough horsepower to play them back as it recorded it. Wow. I mean, I guess this version of QuickTime that's installed supports MPEG-4, so it's just all software. And this isn't even a G3, so it's a 604E. So... yeah, exactly, Garth. It could compress it, but can't play it back. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy. Let me turn this fan back on. That power supply fan is not happy. So we have to help it out a little bit. I probably should replace that. Yes, I was aware of his involvement with the Sonic 3 music. I think that's what was holding up the re-release of Sonic 3 for a while. But now they're doing that Sonic Origins collection, which looks like a lot of fun. I'm a sucker for the animation, so that'd be fun when that comes out next month. Okay, so pictures. So this is where we stored our snapshots. Okay, cool. Record, capture frame, video compression settings, preferences. It's weird that the DB15 won't work on it, but everything else will. Video standard, not the same color, never the same color. Okay, alright. So yeah, if we had that TV thing plugged in here, we could get a TV tuner, but since that's analog, that doesn't really make any sense. Oh, Oh, that's the picture. All right, so Sonic pic. Just save there. Hey, Zonetunes. How's it going? Yeah, it does look fantastic. I'm a big sucker for that sort of stuff. It reminds me of the Sonic CD stuff that I always drooled over when I was a kid. All right, so this is not going to be able to play this movie, I don't think. But let's launch it anyway. This is that MPEG. Wait a second. Let's make sure here. Yep, MPEG-4, 320 by 240. How big is this file? 724K. All right, let's see if we can play it. That's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. That's pretty damn smooth for a 200 megahertz 604E. Holy crap. Let's play that again. That's not bad at all. That's great. I think it will, Steve, because the previous release of Sonic CD did that, so I wouldn't expect them to go back on that. That is much smoother than I was expecting. Let me catch up on the chat here. Yeah, it does play way better than I was expecting too. Okay, so at least we got the video capture kind of working. It's a bit wonky, but I think just for the demonstration purposes, it'll be okay. I'll bring another monitor if there's room on the table, but at least it should be able to play back the visual contents from the Laserdisc. Okay. Getting that Laserdisc player to communicate is going to be another thing, but we could do that too. First off, let's shut this down. I want to have it inspect, I'll have it inspect. Now, I want to have a look at this fan, because it concerns me that the power supply fan is not moving at all. So let's see if we can figure that out. We'll also take a look at that video card. Maybe there's a capacitor that fell off of it or something. Maybe that's why it's not working. Who knows? Time to stream from this machine. Oh boy. I mean, Sean from Action Retro could stream from G3s, but does he have the gumph to stream from a 604E processor? He doesn't. That'll be his video next week, I'm sure. Okay. First, I want to look at this video card. Make sure nothing is looking weird with it. Because it wanting to work and then not wanting to work and stuff, it's a little bit suspect. None of the pins are touching. Seems to be okay. I mean, I'm not looking at it with a microscope or anything, but got a bunch of tantalum capacitors on here. When they fail spectacularly, but now I do have memory that I could actually install in there, so that would be neat. Now, you'll notice this machine has two fans. One here, which is by the processor card. That one works. This one, the power supply, not so much. So, I guess let's open this up. I don't really have the camera or anything set up for this, so just bear in mind. Give me one moment, please. This is probably going to make a lot of noise. Sorry. There we go. Put that there. And then down. And then don't look at my pants. Okay, so. I believe this just comes up like that. So, oh, we can actually put two hard drives in here. That's pretty cool. It's the first time I'm really taking apart this clone. So there's a Seagate drive in here. I don't even know the size of this. But we have easy access to the power supply, which is branded Power Computer. Look at that. If you have a broadcast video monitor, professional monitor, output from the the Jenny to the BVM, then daisy chain from the BVM to the video input on. Well, I do have a little monitor I could bring, but I see I don't like bringing the CRTs because I only really have like one or two of them, and I really like one or two that work, and I really just don't like leaving them on to run all the time. I know that's probably like, you're silly, Steven, it'll be fine, but you know, I don't worry about that sort of stuff. But I do have a little LCD TV that I might bring. I don't know. I'm still up in the air about exactly what I'll bring. But this is a 200 watt power supply, which I don't know how we're gonna take it out. I guess I'll undo these, and then there's one over there. They're all flathead screws. But greetings from Greece. Well, thank you very much. Greetings from New Jersey. Hello, and thank you very much for the super chat. Eep. Whenever we get a super chat here at Mac84, we try and do a eep. So thank you very much. I do have a 660 AV, and you know I would bring it, but the plastics are a bit, and I thought the clone was more interesting. So we'll figure that out. Yes, and I like preserving my back. So. Oh, I have some forced rebranding of this Dell. Notice how the Dell emblem there is circular. And these are printed at the exact size. So yes, there will be some forced rebranding going on there, I assure you. I already thought of that. Great minds think alike. Oh yes, there's a lot of great Easter eggs on the Mac OS. I think I probably came across that website once in a while ago. Oh, I think the form factor is great too. Okay, so how many screws are holding this power supply? It looks like there's just the 4 on the back and then one here that's adhering it to the base. And this screwdriver is a little too stubby. Let me grab. Oh, come on, this guy. I'm not familiar with that model. I used to have a Gateway monitor, but it had a weird tint to it. I think we trashed it. I mean, this was before I knew anything about this stuff. But... Alright, so that should come out, in theory. Maybe. Whoop. Alright, this is going to require some muscle. And some careful rerouting of cables, because it's like spaghetti in here. Yeah, sure, put the power supply socket right next to the SCSI cable, which is sandwiched in between everything else. What were you guys thinking? Up, and there's another. Is there another screw there? Oh, there's another screw, but you can't. I don't even know if I can reach this with the screwdriver. Because it's wedged in between the cable harness and the SCSI cable, and they just didn't care. They did not care. Fast and cheap. I need my flashlight. I can't even see. I do have some of the Dell monitors that have VGA and composite input and all that stuff. I would probably bring one of those, but I have some that unfortunately the backlights are going on them, but we'll see. Okay. I don't think of what's going to come out with this hard drive caddy here. Yeah. Oh gosh. And there's no real good way to unscrew this because that screw is right here and that metal doesn't. Alright, what do we have to do here? Do we have to take out this fan? I think we have to take out this fan. Because the power supply is hitting up right against that. 36-inch CR. Oh, yeah. Steve, we had one of those at our school. I have the PC that would drive such a machine. We had one of that at my high school. It was this huge gateway monitor. It was never, hardly ever turned on. I don't think the teacher really knew how to use it. But it was on this huge thing that was suspended, and we always felt like it was going to fall down and crush us. Alright, so the label faces outward. Let me remember that later. Okay. Got a lot of power connectors on this. That's useful. And we have a splitter here that goes to that optical drive and let it go to the zip drive, it looks like. Some dust in here. Alright. Okay. There's power supply. Now, I normally don't like taking these things apart because it was just on. It's probably energized. Blah, 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 blah. But, oh. This is going to be one of those that you can't really remove properly. Well, let's try and poke the fan. Maybe it's just stuck. Or it's dead. I mean, we'll find out either way. Thank you, Carl. Oh, my Band-Aid is falling off. I mean, it's not a bad cut, but it, like, stings. Captain Tape to the rescue! Works for humans and computers. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so let's try and take this apart without electrocuting ourselves, because I would like to go to the VCF event live. Alive. And I'm sure Mike does not want to drag my dead carcass around. Just before VCF. I'm sorry I'm not catching up on the chat. I'm trying to focus on this thing. Well, there's this cable grommet thing that was hiding a screw. Okay. Warranty void if removed. I don't want to tear into this just to remove the screw. But I guess we have to. Let's see if we can do this carefully. Hold, please. All right, let me figure this out. Oh, no worries, Solar Strike. Take care. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. Let me take a picture of this sticker at least, so when I cut it, it's not like oh. So this has a 1996 date on it. I think that's where the, yeah, so I could be gentle with this. No one else has ever taken much care to not harm a sticker of a power supply and a power computing tower, I can tell you that much. Oh, whatever. We ripped the sticker a little bit, but did the best I could. Alright, let's see how this thing wants to open up. Oh my. That's either a lot of flux or a lot of leaking capacitor juice. Let's get your opinion. Let's play that game of flux or cap juice. Flux or cap juice? Is it flux or cap juice? Who really knows? I'm gonna guess it's flux because it's on the cable there. Oh God. I don't know. I hope it's epoxy or glue or something. Here, let me prop that up slightly. Yeah, I don't think that's cap juice. Yeah, that looks like epoxy or something because it's like where things need to hold together. Plus, it's working fine, so. I'm gonna assume it's fine. Taste it. No, the caps don't appear bulged. That's not always a good sign of it, but all right, let's focus on this fan. That's why we came in here in the first place. Which seemingly we could just remove and replace if we had to. Do not apply tongue directly to the electronics. Let's take out this fan. We need one of those Noctua fans that Shaun of Action Retro has like an unlimited supply of. I should call him. Say, hey, do you have a fan? Can I borrow it? Thank you. Mouse juice. The label also faces outward. Oh, that is stiff as anything. I mean, is there any way to like... Oh, there it goes. Well, that's the inside of it. It's... Oh, God. Hey, Ken, how's it going? Oh, see you, Garth. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's... Is that magnets? Yeah, that's magnetic, right? Is that how that works? Well, let's try and clean it up a little bit. I doubt that's going to fix the damn thing, but... What are they called? Brushless fans or something? They use the magnets like that? I hear these terms and I just assume things. I do have oil. I just don't know where I would put the oil. Would it just be like on this little center guy? Like right there? Oh boy. Well, we are taking a look at the poor fan, which I should just replace. I really don't. Oh, wait, maybe that's where the oil goes. I just really don't honestly know if I have a fan that would fit this. I do have some lubricant. I could probably shove a battery into the fan and just test it. Alright, so I have two types of oil. Teflon silicone lubricant and Teflon non-stick. So this one says coats metal. Extremely flammable. That's good. Prevents buildup. Probably this one, I would assume. Metal, plastic, wood. Lawn equipment, windows, locks, cables, fasteners, cutting blades, drill bits. Probably this one. Probably this one. Hey, Kathleen, how's it going? We're tinkering around with stuff while we prepare for the VCF East computer event this weekend in Wall, New Jersey. That is exactly what we're gonna do. It'll be fine. We'll be whole fine. We'll be perfectly fine. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. We're having whoopsie. Well, too much of this came out and squirted all over me. I need to clean myself up. I got it all over my hand. Okay. Yeah, that's oh, this whole thing is terribly dusty. So the whole reason we took this thing apart, for anybody who's just joining and has no idea what the heck is going on, we got this computer at the previous VCF event in February, where I purchased it, and the fan on the power supply did not work. You could see why. It's all disgusting and dusty. And yeah. So we're gonna I'm just curious if we could reuse a fan. If not, we'll get a new one. But just seeing if we could get it to work again. Because if not, if so, we could hopefully use it for a little bit until it maybe doesn't want to work anymore, which is hopefully not the case. Alright, well, let's just put it in the center. It's still stiff as anything. Alright, so I don't think... See you later, Solar Strike. I don't think that's going to be a viable solution here. Yeah, that's not going to work. This is a Macintosh clone, a Power Computing Power Center 132. Oh, boy. Yeah, Yeah. That's... Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Well, I'm sure just use this connector for something. Yeah, brushless fan. Does it tell me the... I'm terrible with sizes of these things because I don't know what's... Oh, yeah, that's it's a little bit better, but that's not going to do anything. Let me just see something. I mean, what do I have to lose? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's not doing anything. I guess I could steal another one of these from a computer somewhere or something. Where would I find another one of these? Probably an old PC or some garbage. Looks like an 80 millimeter. I would believe you. This power supply is dusty too. My goodness. My goodness. Well, we need a replacement fan. I'm just thinking out loud where I may have one. I could probably steal it from like a PC power supply that has no use to me anymore or has been dead. I'll look behind the label. Look behind the label. Okay, sure. Scalpel. Yeah, it is a bit of a vulgar fan there. I'll take a picture of it. In fact, that's funny. Funny. No need for the potty language fan. Power the fan, it should break loose. You mean like explode? Jay? Like explode? Let's see. I'm trying to get this label off the thing. Having a heck of a time doing it. There we go. Hey, Justin. How's it going? Don't pay attention to any of the silliness going on here. Don't get any terrible ideas. We're trying to save a fan. Oh. Yeah, there we go. So I guess I'll just shove some lubricant in there too? I mean, can't break it further, huh? Oh, I guess we can, but... It's a power computing machine we're playing with. Oh yeah, that's still stiff as anything. There's plenty of oil in there now. I guess there's like a little thing there. No luck at the two. We will fix it. Don't worry. You may have to tape it down. Tape it down? Huh. Well, I'm gonna either break this thing or fix it. Excuse me. That's where the other bearing is. Okay. Yeah, I can't seem to get this circuit board out of here. Oh God, you're ruining the vintage fan. Please stop. Oh, rotation this way. Okay, well, I was probably forcing it the wrong way. Sorry, Mr. Power Supply fan. I have no idea what I'm doing. If that's if that's not apparent. Please donate to the Mac84 fan fund. All right, we're going to play around with this later because it's no sense in torturing that thing endlessly. I have to have another fan around here somewhere. Let me put on the be right back screen. I will be right back, and you could talk amongst yourselves as I try and find a suitable fan. How about that? So I will be right back. Okay, so I did find one, but I'm gonna have to go outside and clean it off because it is very very frustrating because it's all disgusting and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I will be messing around with that. I've never used this Droid Cam before, but apparently your camera could be a Wi-Fi camera. Dare I try that now? I know I've seen other streams that people play with it. Excuse me. Yeah, see, I have fans, but they're big. They're the big ones, not any of the useful ones. Droid Cam turns a blah 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 blah. You need to do this to do that. To use as an OBS camera, go to okay. So let me. All right. Well, let's see. This will either go really well or really bad. And what do I have to lose? It would help if I move the screen slightly. Okay. So here we go. Field trip, yes. Okay, so we need the OBS plugin. When I clicked on the thing, oh, here it is. Non-M1. This version is not recommended and will be removed in the near future. What? Okay, well, what version of OBS? I have no idea what I'm doing here. I'm running 2713. That'll work with this, apparently. Sure, let's try that. I don't know. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, if you sign up for my Patreon, you get a bunch of silly things that you can't get anywhere else. A lot of previews of my videos, a lot of old live streams and stuff that just isn't there anymore publicly. And behind-the-scenes updates and stuff like that. Let's see if I have to restart OBS. Hopefully not. Let's see. If I click on this. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to quit OBS. I'll be right back. So the stream won't stop. I'll be right back. Hopefully. All right, hopefully we're live again. Yeah, I have some very old streams that are on Patreon that aren't here. Very old. You're not missing much. Well, maybe you are. I'm not selling it well. Okay, here we go. Droid Cam. All right, so let's play around with this. I'm gonna try. I don't think this will work. We'll try. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do 720. Let's push this thing. Use Wi-Fi, I guess. Refresh device list. Oh, okay. So I have to. This will be interesting. Let me make sure I'm connected to the good Wi-Fi here. No, that's the bad one. You have good and bad Wi-Fi in your house? Yes. Yes, I do. Why? Because I'm an idiot. Okay, so apparently I have to open up. Wait, did I have it open? Yeah, I had that open here. Okay, so I need to put in the IP address, I guess, of my device. Here it is. Okay, so you type that in. We're figuring out live because that's what we do here at Mac84. Oh my goodness, it works, I think. Can you hear me when I'm on there? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know if the audio works. Yeah, no audio. Okay, stop. Yes, let's stop that. Settings. Video quality. The microphone area is gone. It's like completely dimmed out. How you filming my desk? I don't know if the audio is like a I don't know if the audio is like a pro only feature. I don't know. Let me see if their website says anything. How to use more information. Okay. This is a very silly website. Let's see, let's see, what are the pro features? Tell me what the pro features are. Is it just like you don't have the thing there, or? I don't know. Use a Bluetooth mic. I don't have one. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm just. Well, I do, but it's not the Bluetooth that won't connect to here without a wire, and then I need another wire. I need an adapter. Let me see if I get this to work again. So, restart camera. And then the camera is enabled here. All right, that's pretty neat. I'm trying to think here. We're figuring this out live. I run my Rode receiver through USB. You know what? That used to work for me. Maybe it's just the cable I'm using out of, but that doesn't work for me anymore. For whatever reason. Okay, I'm just trying to see if there's any setting here, because microphone is just grayed out. I can't tap that. But that's for noise cancellation. So I don't know if, like, maybe it's just... I don't know. Like, I would buy this in a second if I knew that the audio would work on this thing, but there is no... Hold on. If it is, they are not doing a good job of selling their pro features on the website. I tell you. I am so sorry. My throat is like all like bleh. How do I get audio? You can select the audio option from your phone's microphone. All right, let me close the app again and try. I'm sorry for like this weird meander, but that's what we do here at Mac84. We meander. Settings. Yep, there's still nothing to do with audio here. So permissions for camera and microphone say yes. Well, I guess we'll have to be silent. So apologies if we'll be silent for the next few moments. I will put a notice on the screen so we know it's silent. All right. So at least we're aware of that. I forgot you can't hear me, and I'm an idiot. So I'll be going upstairs. There won't be any audio, so I apologize. I might cover the camera as I like go in and out of the door and all that stuff. I know there's no sound. There will not be sound, and I'm an idiot because I was talking to you and I thought there was sound because that's how I work. Brain broke. I'm gonna try and clean this thing. Be a terrible thing, but it's gonna be a thing. All right. Let's see if the Wi-Fi works because this will be fun. So strap in. We're back. Hopefully that wasn't too weird. Let's see how low my battery went. Yeah, still pretty good. Okay. Alright. So, you don't know what that was. It was the silence forced by Droid Cam. Oh boy. Let me catch up on the... A lot of chat here. Don't cut the blue wire. Not a Palm Pilot. Oh boy. Cute bunnies, thank you. Yeah, that little air duster works great. Yeah, that thing was so caked it wasn't even coming off. Yeah, it was like cigarette smoke or some disgusting crap. So, yeah, it was an old Dell power supply that was really crappy. So I just took that all apart. And I will order a new fan for it. I just don't have one right now. So sorry, just catching up. Yes, the cat has appeared. And yes, X serves. All right, cool. Yeah, it was relatives. Thankfully, they stopped, but not before destroying that PC. And the first time I worked on their PC, I had the worst case of strep throat. And it was right as I was starting a job in 2009, and I got to use my first vacation days. Doing that. That was fun. Where'd I put the fan? Let's hope that this fan is... It's slightly bigger. It's slightly bigger. That's not going to help us. That's not going to help us. This is the fan for the power computing. This is the fan for that Dell power supply. Slightly bigger. Will it fit anyway? No, it will not fit anyway. Well... God. Well, that's, They just had to make it slightly bigger. Well, that sort of knocked the wind out of my sails, didn't it? I do have a fan in this PC, but this is much larger than that. Well, that power supply sucked anyway. All disgusting anyway. Use it for parts. Some Dell proprietary crap. Oopsies. Yeah, the problem is it won't even fit if I zip tie it in, because it'll just hang up like that. Otherwise, I would totally zip tie it in. Totally. Let me see. There's a PC case that I got at the last VCF. Let me see. Adam, I'm not throwing anything in the garbage because you're going to come here and root through it. I'm going to go see if that case I got from VCF has a fan in it. Just out of curiosity. And I'm bringing this one to measure. Wait, I was going to say I'll be right back, but with the power of silent droid cam. Oh, boy. All right, so we're going to be silent again. Again, no audio. So this is going to be what you have to deal with. But Oh boy. Well, I couldn't find another fan, so that's fun. Yeah, the bunnies act like they never eat, but they're silly. For the droids you're looking for, zip tied to the outside. Maybe that could work. I couldn't find the fan. The bunnies are very sweet. Yes. Oh boy. Band-Aid cam. Yes. T-shirt cam. Yes. I do need some conversion technology. So. Yeah, I just. I don't. I'm. I'm tired of looking for a fan. I'm probably honestly just. I'm hungry for lunch anyway, so I'm probably gonna just like. I wasn't really planning on streaming too long. I know we sort of left ourselves a cliffhanger, but we did get this machine to get video input, so that's a thing at least. Still don't know if I'm sold on bringing this to VCF or not, but probably will. I'll try and find a fan after lunch. Like I said, I do have an interview thingamajig I have to do. Yeah, I don't think I have, because this power supply is actually pretty small. Like, really, it's pretty small. It's pretty compact. So I don't know if I have another one that would fit in there. It might just be a standard PC power supply size, but I don't think that I have one that's compatible with the same pinout. Yeah, I know. I have my appointment too. So, and you know what? I'll get a fan at VCF and install it there live. Huh? How about that? That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Retro Fox. And you'll be there to find the fan for me, right? You'll help me find the fan. I'll bring the old one with me. Which, am I sitting on it? Yeah, I put it in my back pocket. I'll bring the old one with me. Oh gosh. Well, what do you expect from here at Mac84? But anyway, this basement is so comfortable. Well, there's plenty of more live streams to look forward to and rewind and watch again. I do really have to clean things up because it's a mess, and I need to do that. Discontinued macOS server. What nonsense is this? Quick, to the Mac sites. Wow, Apple today announced its support documentation macOS server is being discontinued. Apple's been phasing out macOS server for several years now, and the company is finally ready to shut it down. 5.12.2 will be the last version. Wow. Existing macOS server users can continue and download it with Monterey. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Oh well. All right, Adam. See you later. Yeah, it's on macrumors.com. It says that some of the functionality is built into the OS already, but still, it's whatever. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to have something to eat, then I have my appointment to go to. But, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in. 45 people on a Thursday evening, afternoon, whatever day it is. Oh, boy. Well, I will be at VCF this weekend, so I just want to do a little stream to prepare for that and sort of plug that. I will be at the VCF event in Wall, New Jersey this weekend. Go to vcfed.org, vcfed.org if you're interested in that event. If you can make it, I'll see you there. I might have some stickers and some cool stuff. I'll be there with Mike of Mike's Mac Shack and Sean of Action Retro. We'll be all sharing 3 tables. We're going to have a bunch of shenanigans going on, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And, yeah, that's going to be a blast. I look forward to seeing everyone there. I'll have my quick take camera. We'll have fun. Bring your floppy cameras. Take selfies. We'll have a blast. But I guess that's about it for now. We did technically accomplish something, I guess. But, yeah, I'm too hungry to start looking for another fan and cleaning it up and tearing it apart. So, anyway, that's about it for now. Take care, everyone. And see you at VCF East, hopefully. Bye.